Alrighty, fellas. Yo, what's up? My name's Patrouski, and welcome back to the PokeMMO From Scratch Challenge Series in 2025. It's a bit of a mouthful. Okay, it's also the event edition, if you want to consider that. The goal of this challenge was to start a new account during the Lunar New Year event and try to achieve as much as possible. And boy, did we achieve as much as possible. We made 1 million Pokeyen. We have a full raid team, which I will be utilizing today to do a few raids, which isn't even a goal on this list. There was no goal to do raids. I just needed to make the team in preparation for, the goal was to, make a team during event season to prepare it for, future events. I don't actually expect new players to make a raid team during event season and then actually utilize that raid team and have it fully ready in time. That's a lot, but we're going to be able to actually end up doing that because this challenge was easier than I expected, and I was able to do more than I expected. We're finishing this challenge today, and not only are we finishing it today, we are finishing it a day early. A full day early, and we've gone above and beyond and done more than I even set out to do in the first place. This has been an insane, eye-awakening challenge for me. I've made really good Pokeyen. I've made a nice raid team. I have a few utility Pokemon, being my Catching Breloom, which will also be a raid Pokemon today, as well as my Flame Body Lampet, which will also be a raid Pokemon today, as well as my HM friend Tropius. Then I guess Surfing storyline Samurott, if you want to count that. We did get the Unova storyline done, so one storyline done. We'll just go ahead and adjust this goal, honestly. We did get one storyline done, and we did get one vanity. Now, today is going to be all about actually utilizing our raid Pokemon. I'm going to try to solo queue for raids. Solo queuing for raids near the end of the event. This is going to be a tough challenge. This might be one of the hardest points in the event to raid, is to go try to do the beginning raids, Lopunny, Purugly. I think I just want to do those two mostly, just Lopunny, Purugly. If I can do those two raids, solo queue, near the end of the event, well, I might not even be able to. Maybe I'll just get one done. Maybe I'll have to go to the Discord and try to get people to do it with. This is going to be tough. It's going to be challenging. First, let's go ahead and go buy a Dust Stone to evolve our... They're 8k, honestly kind of expensive, so that's okay. To evolve our Lampent into a Chandelure. Chandelure is easily the weakest mon on my team for those two raids, the Purugly / Lopunny raid. However, it is good into other raids, and it's a good utility Pokemon. So I'm going to hope it's enough against these other raids, against these first two normal types. Okay, I have a lot of move setting my Pokemon to do as well, which is not ideal. My Mienshao has Drain Punch, but that's not good enough. You want Close Combat or High Jump Kick. I also want High Jump Kick on my Blaziken. I could miss if I go High Jump Kick, which is a little scary. So it's also arguable to go CC. You want to go over to check your moves. If you're ever wondering how to learn a move or what to do, you can always go check over. So yeah, CC is at the start for Blaziken, so it is a relearn, which costs some heart scales. Let's go see how much this costs. I'm gonna have to spend a fair amount of Pokeyen today, especially on items. Yeah, 4 heart scales. I only have 2. Okay, I have to buy heart scales. I'm gonna spend a bunch of Pokeyen right now, boys. I have to buy 6 more heart scales at least, probably more. So that's 32k. There's 16k. I have to buy a Life Orb, I think. I do have to do that, yeah. For Darmanitan, probably. Life Orb, there we go. I'm going to buy a Rocky Helmet as well. I'm spending a fair amount of a lot of Pokeyen. I'm going to try to get back up to 1 mil today by grinding the Abundant Shrine after I finish these raids. But I want to make sure I can do these raids. I also could just sell these items afterward if I really wanted to, but I think it's cooler to work on building the accounts, actually keeping the materials, I think that's much cooler to me. So we're going to try to do that today. We're going to try to do that. Let's go teach our Blaziken and our Mienshao both close combat. Some other really good items to keep an eye out for when doing raids are things like I think the Black Belt. Yeah, the Black Belt's gotten quite good, and the Expert Belt as well. Expert Belt is super good against a bunch of raids because obviously it gets a boost if you just hit for super effective. But they have gone up in price dramatically. Wow. I honestly, to save some Pokeyen, I want to build the account. Let's just go for it to show you guys what you should be doing. You could also just get fighting gems. If you're more short-term thinking, like I possibly am here, I'm going to grab a few fighting gems just in case. But we just spent 300,000 Pokeyen today. So we are spending, boys. We are not afraid to spend some yen today to make sure we can complete these raids. I think we are literally just jumping into it, fellas. This is what it's like to raid as a new player in PokeMMO, okay? I'm straight up gonna solo queue. This account has less than 34 hours in it, okay? We went from a new account to raiding in PokeMMO, high-end PVM content within 6 days. This is the beginning of day 6 of this account. 0 to raiding within 6 days. Events are usually 14 to 15 days. Let this be, you know, once again, a blueprint, a pathway to show you guys how to do it. So we have, oh, I need to fix my lead. Wait a minute. Don't troll like I am, Keck W. Okay, so I've got Murkrow, Tailwind in the lead. Murkrow, Tailwind. We have Haze, Sucker Punch. Fog, or Fly, so we probably should have Defog here. We don't need it for this fight, but for other fights, you might need Defog. Chandelure is our weakest mon here, but it'll be a good mon at other raids, and we're just trying to, hopefully it's be enough with Specs plus Overheat. Maybe one of our teammates will set Sun. We've got Darmanitan with Superpower, Life Orb. Life Orb Sheer Force is a really nice combo. Breloom with Drain Punch. I don't love that, actually, to be fair. I kind of forgot that I only have Drain Punch on him. I do have Close Combat on my Blaziken and Close Combat on my Mienshao. Am I still technically in queue? I don't know why this is what's happening. I didn't know you could be in queue and walk away. Is that new? I'm going to go try to buy a Close Combat TM. Another one for my Breloom while I'm in queue. I didn't know that you could be in queue and walk away. Is that how that normally works? No match found this. Okay, we're going to head over to Breloom. We're going to put it over Brick Break. So we're going to teach it. We're going to teach ourselves, yeah. I'm going to have a lot of Pokeyen to make today after this, though. I mean, it should only take... It depends on what runs. I've had some really rough runs. The later I've gotten into the event, the rougher it's become to... In my opinion, the rougher it's become to do the runs. It's become way harder. The teammates you'll find, for whatever reason, later in the events, I feel like are not as versed in the event. There's no matches found. Hopefully we can find a raid in a decent amount of time here. If that becomes a problem, that could be really unfortunate. Just finding people through the raid with this late. Doing the first raid, you know? Doing the first raid with only 2 days left in the event. Not ideal. We got our CC. Our Breloom should be a lot stronger now because of that. I think if we can find players, we should be able to win. Unless, like, something goes crazy. Unless, you know... Let's calc our DPS. Let's just calculate. Now, I'm not planning to do maximum perfect, amazing DPS. You know, with all my Pokemon. These Pokemon are not the best Pokemon, right? But they're not bad. They're good enough, essentially, is what I always try to say. Let me try to... One sec. Let me reset this. I'm going to try to guesstimate how much damage I'll be able to do with my Pokemon. Murkrow's doing 0 damage, obviously, okay? But it'll be an important setup Pokemon to get that Tailwind up, okay? The Murkrow's doing 0. Chandelure, I'm hoping, does like 3 to 4% damage. We're gonna lowball it at like 3%, okay? Darmanitan should do max, I think, with Superpower. This should do like 6%. So we're gonna do +6. Breloom, if it should be able to get an attack off. Breloom should be doing like 5%, maybe, like close to 6-ish, maybe 5.5. I'm going to undercalc at 5%. Blaziken, once again, kind of at that 5% range, maybe like 4.8%, just based on my head math, like absolute guesstimations. And then Mienshao should be doing like 6%, maybe 5%. We'll do +6. My Pokemon alone, I should be doing 25% damage to the boss. But that means we are relying on our other teammates to do 25% as well. Which I think we should be... Hopefully we can do. Hopefully we can do, okay? You gotta believe in the solo queue. I believe in the team. Yo, honestly, a good shout, Kush. Someone in chat said, select all flags. How do I redo... I would love to do that, honestly. I don't think I'll need to... I don't think we'll be communicating that much in solo queue raids, but I could be wrong. It gave me an option before, but now I don't see it, unfortunately. I think someone talked about this before. Wait, good call, chat. Good call. If you go to settings, go to language, go to group matchmaking languages. I see. Okay, so you can adjust it while in game. That's awesome. I didn't know that. I bet a lot of people didn't know you could do that. Okay. Boom. I'm gonna adjust my matchmaking language. Oh! We instantly got a Q anyway. English? Let's see. Okay. Let's see our teammates, boys. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. I believe in us. I believe, though. It does not matter. You don't actually need to do good damage if you just believe. This is like Yu-Gi-Oh! We're gonna believe in the heart of the cards, okay? I'm gonna set up Tailwind for my team to start. Sableye setting up Reflect, honestly. I'm here for the screens against this boss. It could be okay. The Gremlin name is fantastic as well. I'm gonna keep link chat open just in case people start talking. We do have Moxie Crocodile. We'll see how this works. Wait, what did he just click? Crocodile, he earthquaked. Okay, got good chip. The Stantler did jump kick the ad. Okay. Okay. I believe in us. I believe in us. It's okay. I believe in us. Okay. All you have to do is believe. And believing is enough. Okay. We have Tailwind access. My slowest Pokemon is either Breloom or Blaziken. Is it ever worth to go and actually click Drain Punch and hope not to die? I think it might actually be. I don't know if this will be a win. We'll see. I don't want to be too pessimistic. I don't know if we, based on what I've already seen, I don't know if this raid is winnable. But all you got to do is believe, okay? I'm just gonna CC. Wait, wait, I'm so dumb. I was counting earlier. I'm so used to 3-star raids. Can you do 10%? What's the damage cap against these raids? I was assuming the damage cap was 6%. But it might actually be higher against these raids. It's been a while since I've done them. We have Persian gunk-shotting meta. Let's fucking go, dude. Oh, I love it, man. Let's see. Crocodile is honestly putting in work. CC 7.4. Okay. No, that's a big deal, dude. That's a big deal. If we can do 7% or whatever. Okay, we Effect Spore. Wait, huge proc on the Lopunny with that. Okay, huge. Poison, sure. Extra chip damage. We'll take it. This is winnable. This is winnable. This dude, if I can win, if we can win a raid with Gunk Shot Persian, you could do it too. I believe in you guys. I believe in us. I so believe in us. My Chandelure is gonna have a tough time here though. We still have Tailwind up. I'm gonna go slower Mons. I'm gonna go Blaziken. I'm gonna go Blaziken next. You want to use your slower Mons with Tailwind up. This is the last goal. This is an extra goal. This wasn't even like in the goals list. I didn't even have to actually beat raids. The Gunk Shot. Sacred Sword? We Sacred Sworded the ad! That's okay. I believe in us, guys. That's okay. Holy shit. It's okay. I believe in us. Never click ads, please. Just hit boss and do as much damage as possible. I believe in us. Ads have follow me. Oh, wait, true. Good point. It's the mechanic. Wait, true. Good point. I'm actually just toxic. You're right. You're right. That's fair. JK, it's follow me mechanic. I'm actually just bad. There we go. We typed the team. We let them know it was a mistake. That's okay. Okay, we go Darmanitan next. First time raider. I was just trying to give I wasn't trying to be toxic. I was like hey, just so we know, do this. I believe in us. I think you can do redirections without them being toxic. Might be a hot take. I think it's possible. I think it is possible to redirect others without being toxic. The eruption in the sand goes bonkers. I mean, it should be fine. This might actually do 3.9%. Okay. I mean, that's damage. We'll take 4% all day. Superpower. Oh my god, he clicked the ad. Patrouski, what are you doing? I'm trolling, boys. I'm trolling. I now see what happened. This is probably lost. I'm gonna be so fucking honest. Okay. I'll be so real. You guys don't have to win the raid with Gunk Shot. If you have Gunk Shot Persian, you don't gotta win the raid. It's so fucked. Okay, today, oh boy, today is gonna be a long day, said someone. Bro, I'm excited to experience the true new player raiding experience. I have not solo queued raids much at all. I always tell people, never solo queue raids. Go to my Discord, go to your team chat, go to some sort of social communal place in PokeMMO and look for people to raid, because you're just gonna find way better people on average. And you can't really control it. This guy was solid last game. Okay, that's good. We re-queued with this guy. That's a good sign. That's good. This guy's got some decent enough Pokemon, sure. This guy, okay, wait, this is it. This is it. It takes us 2 queues, I bet. 2 queues. This guy has backup Tailwind. He's got fighting types. This guy's Pokemon are strong enough. I believe in him. This could work. This could work. This could work, okay? I believe in us. I so believe in us. Okay, this is the run. This is it. We stand Fing Fang. Fang Fang. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes. I do stand Fang Fang. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, why does everybody... Not to blame anybody. I love you all very much. The one thing I will give new players advice for, if you're gonna do raids, EV train your Pokemon. EV training is one of the quickest, most powerful ways to put so many stats on your Pokemon, right? Think about it like this, okay? I think at level 100, 4 EVs is 1 stat. So at level 65, I forget the math. It's going to end up being like 4 EVs is 1 stat at 50 or whatever. Do we have sun? I'm going to take my turn really quick. Let me just go Blaziken here. But if you have 252, right? And you divide it by 4, right? That is 63 extra stats to 2 different stats, right? So, let's do 63 times 2, right? By simply EV training your Pokemon, you are gaining 126 stats. My total special attack, right? Here, actually, we can just see the numbers here. Look at this. Here, this math is all wrong, right? Look at this math. This is bounce. I'm gonna click my move. Pokemon will actually just do the math for you and break it down, right? I am gaining plus 41 special attack from EVs, right? That's insane. EVs are more important than IVs. They're more important than nature. Look, I'm gaining plus 24 in my special attack stat from nature, only plus 14 from IVs, but plus 41 from EVs, right? Whatever you do, EV training is the most important thing. EV training is like, if you want to do anything, if you are entering raids without EV trained Pokemon, I think that is gross negligence. I think you're trolling at that point, right? Like, if I can do this within 6 days, if I can create a new account and get to raids within 6 days and EV train my Pokemon, you can do it too. I believe in you. You don't have to do it in 6 days. You can do it in 60 days and, like longer periods of time, right? But just you want to make sure you prepare your Pokemon to some extent, right? It's plus to their level 100. Gotcha. Oh, I think I did the opposite. I think it's 8 EVs at 50 is 1 stat. Something like that versus, yeah, I think 4 EVs is a stat at level 100. I think I reversed it. Yeah. Good call. Okay. I need to click faster though. I am clicking poorly. Getting distracted. But yes, please, if I can give every new player a tidbit of information, please EV train your Pokemon before raids. That will, you could go in with a hardy natured 15 attack, 15 speed physical Pokemon, and if it's EV trained, it's gonna do fine. Hard work and effort pay off in PokeMMO. Yo, Spidget, thank you for the raid, dude. What's up? I think doing raids as a new player is an important learning experience. I'm not here to call these players out. I'm not here to attack them, but I am here to be like, okay, maybe these guys are making some of the similar mistakes that other people are making. You know, if they're watching the content, like how can I help? You know, what small tidbits can I give people to quickly make big adjustments? And I look at all of these. I'm seeing so many un-EV trained Pokemon, right? And that's tough. We see a lot of EV, you know, EV ones that's nice as well. Let's see. This is fine. Like, this is fine. Obviously, it's not purposely EV trained, but that's totally okay. We take that all day. Give him the tidbits. Tim and Lucario goes hard with CC. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything about, you know, it's a little, yeah. Yeah. It's obviously a little funny, but he just caught it, I assume, and went straight to using it. It's okay. What's up, Spidget? You know, it's okay. We're just, yeah. We're just taking it step by step, doing what we can do. Are we dead? Did we lose already? I think we might have lost. Someone forfeited. But thankfully, when someone forfeits, from my understanding, they'll still have AI. Yeah, AI will still take their turns for them. It was Fang that forfeited. Dang. I thought No, wait. Was that from previous match? No, excuse me. Excuse me. Correction. It was Yuzu has left the link. That's okay. EQ comes out. I like the EQs. Man, the follow me is really annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe there's also more that I can do within my control. It's really important to talk about what you can do within your control as well. I probably should be on Heatwave Chandelure or some sort of... I should be on more AoE moves. Maybe I should have just clicked Earthquake there, right? Because the problem is now I'm doing 0 damage to the Lopunny because of the ads. Next turn, if my Darmanitan lives, I probably go for Earthquake instead. The ads, we don't have enough AoE attacks. And honestly, it's like my, you know, that's my responsibility as well. I'm going full single attacking damage. I should be helping out. I should be trying to get some AoE damage off. Now, ideally, I'm on the right side. I feel like I have some of the best solo DPS mons. So if I'm like on the right side, I can just do 7.5% damage each time. But your positioning matters as well. This fight seems pretty over, but not quite yet. So I'm not going to call. I'm not going to give up yet. We're going to keep going. All right, I'm going to continue to do what is within my control and just do the best that I can do to help the raid out. Because that's, you know, you can only do what you can do. I'm going to grab a Heatwave TM and teach it over to my Chandelure. And I think that will help out a fair bit. Giving it access to a spread move if I'm on that left side. Helping to clear the ad. And I'll probably just be clicking... more AoE moves from this point forward in general. Probably EQ on Darmanitan if I need to. Rock Slide's not ideal on Breloom, but I can do it to kill the ad if need be. Blaziken doesn't really have anything. I don't think Mienshao has anything, but okay. I'm going to try to focus up for this next raid, really lock in, make better... So there's better things I could do. There's better decisions I could make. There's better moves I could click. I could play this better. There's still stuff within my control. So we'll see what we can do with all that considered in. All right, boys, this is attempt number 3. I went ahead and added beat 1 raid to the goal list in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. So let's try again. Same thing as before. I'm going to start with Tailwind. Get that off to help my team a little bit with speed control. This, I mean, it's a really strong looking team. Really strong start. Hitmonlee is fantastic. Scrafty can work. Conkeldurr is not ideal, but it's a strong fighting type. If we can get it fast enough or get it to hit hard enough, we can honestly do work. Maybe it's bulky enough as well where it can live, and I'll be surprised. I'll be impressed. Never mind, he clicked Rock Smash. Holy... Rock Smash! It's 40 base power, bro! It has... It literally has superpower. And he just didn't click it. I'm actually... This has been my favorite... my most favorite and least favorite part of this challenge so far, because I am learning so much. I am actually learning. Doing these 3 raids within a few minutes has taught me so much about the new player experience. I have actually learned more with these 3 raids about the game and its players than anything all the other 34 hours prior to this. This is genuinely blowing my mind. Yo, the Conkeldurr is actually gaming. He clicked superpower. He clicked. There goes the defense drop. He clicked Rock Smash like 5 turns in a row, got the defense drop, and then switched to superpower. To be fair, somehow his Conkeldurr has lived the entire fight. The problem is, this is not what you want in a raid. You almost always, but we might win. We might get it. I believe in us. This might be the run, boys. Rock Smash Conkeldurr is the new meta. Watch out. Alert your local raiders. It's time to game, okay? I'm going to CC. Do as much damage here as possible to the low punny. My fear is... my fear is... Okay, Sucker Punch. This should do decent damage. My fear is that if we go down... If all of us go down and it's just Conkeldurr left, I don't know how he wins. But maybe he will. He wins off the double Rock Smash. How could I have not foreseen this? He has Rock Smash on more Pokemon. How did I not realize? He has the strategy. Rock Smash on every Pokemon. I swear if he has Rock Smash on the Tyranitar as well. I can't click it. Why can't I click it? I believe in us. I believe in us. The Murkrow has super luck. It's not a... That's an easy mistake to make, to be fair. I understand, but like, hopefully you correct it after your first... Maybe it's his first ever raid, you know? Because you need hidden ability access Murkrow to make Murkrow good at all. But it's also expensive, so I understand the like new player urge to like not realize that. This might be winnable, bro. This might be winnable. Superpower! He's clicking it! He's gaming, dude! Oh, it hits the low putty from follow me, though. That's okay. Not his fault. Okay, we bring in the Chandelure. I can't heat wave the other side, can I? Based on my positioning. Let me see. This is gonna be really close. Can I heat wave the Spinda? I don't think I can. Yes, I can't target it, unfortunately. I would have loved to. I will just overheat the Lopunny. It's gonna be close, dude. Ampharos came in to click Thunder. I'm actually... This raid has me stun locked. Okay, overheat does 5.5 to Lopunny. We'll take it. We hit the Thunder, the 70% accurate. Let's go. Also, okay, let's use this as a learning opportunity. The reason why Ampharos is a decent raid Pokemon, or rather even a good raid Pokemon at time, guys, is because of its ability plus, okay? Most of Ampharos's damage comes from its ability plus, where if another Pokemon has plus or minus on the battlefield, it gets a huge special attack boost, like a really, really solid boost. So, Ampharos is really good when there are other Amphoroses on the battlefield, and if you're against a fight that, you know, is hit by super effective, of course, by Thunder. Neither of those things is happening here. There's no rain. There's 3 things missing in this fight for Ampharos. There's no other Ampharos on the battlefield, so you don't get another thing. Yeah, we just brought in sand into the... Yeah, I think we win this fight, though, which is fucking insane. Oh, I do 3%. We're so close. We're so close. Is that the last? Oh, the follow me. We're so close, dude. The Rock Smash! He got the Rock Smash on Tyranitar! He actually has it! I thought I was... I'm gonna... he actually has Rock Smash on every Pokemon. He knows it's the move, bro. He is Rock Smash's biggest supporter. I've never seen anything like that. That's actually... It's... Holy shit. Yeah, this is a challenge run, all right. Do we get it? We're gonna lose? We might actually lose. It's gonna be really, really close. All right, this is the last click, boys. I'm probably dead here. My overheat's not doing... I'm minus special attack a ton. I apologize for the bombastic, you know, energy today, but I mean, this is... I'm just in shock. I think this is, once again, this has taught me so much about the new player experience. This has opened my eyes. I knew it was tough. But this is just unlocking a part of my brain I did not know existed. I didn't know. I didn't know, and I apologize for that. And this is my. We did it. Is that a crit? Do I crit to win the raid? Let's go! Okay, we win with Rock Smash meta, boys. Triple Rock Smash teammate. Rock Smash on Conkeldurr. Rock Smash on Tyranitar. What was the other Pokemon? Holy shit, we did it. That was insane. We should not have won that raid. It took 3 or 4 attempts, but like this is the easiest raid in the entire event. And that felt like slacking level difficulty. That was insane. But we will take it, boys. The 2x31, the Alpha Lopunny. We beat one raid. We achieved our goal when it comes to that. And you know what? Maybe I'm a masochist, but I want to do one more. Let's go try Purugly as well. Fuck it, we ball. Okay, I literally need Surf to access this next raid. And I don't really have a way to put it on a Pokemon that I actually need to do the raid, if that makes sense. We're going to move this down here. I am going to do something kind of awkward. I'm going to buy a Surf. I don't know how you do this. Like, I'm going to buy a Surf Ocarina. There goes my Pokeyen. I'm going to buy a Surf Ocarina, head over to the location, do the raid, and then sell the Surf Ocarina after I'm done. How do you do this location as, like, I'm going to be honest, as a newer player, or even an intermediate player, without a Surf Ocarina, none of your mons are going to need Surf for this raid. Slash, none of mine can even learn it, right? Like, that's kind of annoying. I don't love, I mean, the location's cool and cute, but like, it's kind of annoying that you need like you basically need a Surf Ocarina for this, right? That's kind of lame. Anyways, we solo queue again, boys. We jump into it. The Purugly raid. I mean, thankfully, my biggest worry, okay? My biggest concern whenever I do from scratch challenges is people saying like, oh, streamer, you were carried. You actually were only able to do this because of streamer privilege. You were actually only able to do this because, you know, everybody bought all of your Pokemon, yada, yada, yada. Everybody carried you in raids, yada, yada, yada. I'm so glad that nothing can be said about that for this run. Nobody is carrying me in these raids. People are carrying their own, which is awesome, and I appreciate. I'm not trying to, you know, people are carrying their own weight, the most that they can, which I respect a ton. All the money making methods I've done have been pure yen and just items. There is not a possibility. There's not a single way someone could look at this challenge and say it's invalid because of streamer privilege, which is something that haunts me when I do challenges like this, which sucks. Because the point of these challenges is to empower players, is to show players, hey, you can do this too. If you put it's not easy, it's not easy, it's not easy, you know? It's hard work, but if you put in the time, energy, and effort, you can succeed in PokeMMO. And I never want players to feel like, no, only, you know, it's only because of this, like, you can do it, but I can't. You can do it. I believe in you. You can. You're more, like, it's everybody on the planet Earth could do this. Could play PokeMMO the way that I do, right? And I'm really fortunate to be able to do it the way that I do and to be able to stream it and make content. I'm not that special for that. I'm telling you, I'm not that special. You can do it too. I believe in you. That's the point of this series. You can do it too. Just don't give up. Just keep going. This game is all about perseverance. Wait, this could be huge. Oh, I'm excited. This could be a good raid. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Do we have a sunsetter? I'm not seeing a Ninetales anywhere. Let's see. Purugly waits for targets to make the first move. I'm going to go ahead. Do we have like triple Tailwinders? Ooh, we might have triple utility Tailwind lead. I can click Sucker Punch if they want to set Tailwind. Yeah, Whimsicott goes for Tailwind. Okay. Is there anything to haze? I don't think so. I'm just going to click Sucker Punch then. It's not ideal. It's not great. But it's what I can do with that. That's honestly, I genuinely think one of the hardest parts of solo queue in raids is how do you know who's going to lead the Tailwind Mon and not, and how do you can't really switch up, you know, your team based on that. If 3 people, like in this raid, lead the Tailwind Mon, you can't really do much to stop that, right? So it's a little awkward, unfortunately. But my team did great. One of them switched out. One of them used Tailwind. I used Sucker Punch. We honestly like handled that situation very well. You don't want to just double Tailwind. That's a waste of a turn, right? I honestly, like, my Murkrow died, which is fine, but I did a fair amount of chip damage with my Rocky Helmet. I'll take it. Next up, I probably just head over to fighting type attacks. I think that's probably it. We don't have Sunset or anything like that. We have Tailwind access. I'll probably just go Blaziken. Let's see. Gallade, Garchomp. This team is looking really, really solid. Really, really, really solid. But we'll see how it goes. CC over towards Purugly. I do kind of forget the mechanics of this raid, so hopefully I'm not punished too hard for doing this, but we'll have to see. CC, EQ, Sacred Sword. Whimsicott can just click whatever, to be honest. I'm going to check link chat to see if anybody's saying anything. I'm not seeing anything in link chat. The Purugly's going to stop the Whimsicott. It's honestly, that's like the best Pokemon for them to stop, honestly. It lets us get off max damage. Sacred Sword doing 7.5% from the Gallade. Wait, what was that? CC from me doing 7.5%, doing max damage. EQ taking out an ad and doing 3.7. Oh, this is a night and day. This is night and day compared to the Lopunny raid. So maybe you just have to hope for those chances, hope for those times where you get a really good team. Look at this. This guy's got a modest. This is insane. Look at these guys. Why the fuck is this night and day difference? This is insane. The Pokemon that these guys have compared to the previous raid is ridiculous. Everything is EV trained. They've taken the time. They were smart. This guy has a shiny Flame Orb trick Pokemon. This is sick. This is a night and day difference. Hopefully we'll be able to win. Might be a little tough. Gallade Living could be really good, honestly. Getting a second Sacred Sword off. This is a night and day raid difference. Here, quick little tidbit. I could be wrong. I would guess that Inner Focus Mons are probably really, really good against Purugly. It does this thing where it lunges forward and flinches you. Something like it doesn't Lucario get Inner Focus. I would guess a Lucario with like Inner Focus and like fighting type attack, like CC or whatever. Inner Focus Mons are probably really good against Purugly if you have them whenever possible. I'll have my Mienshao coming in to hopefully be that benefit. Okay, I'm out of Pokemon. So in typical fashion, the streamer is getting carried. But we might beat this raid, I think. It's gonna be close. Oh, this guy's Alpha Suicune. Wait, is it his OT? Wow, that's really impressive. This is probably, in my personal opinion, I mean, it's funny he brought it to this raid, but like, I kind of respect it. Like, this is probably the hardest raid I've ever seen in PokeMMO. Obviously, maybe the Heatran raid's harder. I haven't done that, to be fair. But like, this raid was really, 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 really hard. The Alpha Suicune raid in the previous event was insane. The fact that this guy has an OT one means like he like went through the strats. Like, actually, that's really impressive. Yeah, I'm out of Mons. I'm assuming we probably lose this raid, but it was really close. It depends on how many Mons my teammates have left. I don't know the answer. We shall see. Zard comes in with Sand up. I strongly recommend be careful with what weather Pokemon you bring to a raid. I mean, this guy's T-Tar is good, though. I mean, it's honestly mostly fine. Man, the flinchings just destroyed us. Like, this team was very, very good. It just didn't work out. I actually don't know how I'm going to beat this raid. Like, if we couldn't win with this team, like, this team felt fantastic, honestly. Good Pokemon and stuff all around. It just sometimes the dice just don't roll your way. I think that's the loss. Someone in chat was saying Covert Mantle is really good for this fight, and that honestly, yeah, if Covert Mantles, anything that stops the flinching, that's honestly so good. Someone still has some Pokemon left. Do they both? If they both have Mons left, no, I think that's, well, it's so close, man. It's at 7.5%. If someone could just come in and do max damage with one attack, we win. But I don't think he's gonna get fake outed, so we need it. Yeah, no, that's an L. We lost. It was so close though. Yeah, that was close. That was a great team. That was a close fight. Ugh, dude, I'm spending all my Pokeyen today on raids, but I think I'm gonna go do it. I think I'm gonna go buy a quick Covert Mantle if I want to beat this raid. I'm gonna be selling a fair amount of this stuff back afterwards to hopefully make some of my Pokeyen back, because now I'm at a point where I've spent so much yen that it's... you know, you don't want to be this low. This is crazy. But Covert Mantle should hopefully help me, allow me to dodge the fake out a little bit. Protect the holder from additional effects of other damaging moves. Okay, we're gonna give this to someone that can already do max damage, most likely. The Mienshao has inner focus. Probably just Darmanitan, actually. It's probably best to give it to Darm. He's probably doing max damage. And this way we can give Life Orb over to, like, Breloom, I think. What's Blaziken have? Choice Band. Yep, okay. Let's go rock with this. Let's see if we can do 2 raids on a new account from scratch in 6 days. Solo queuing everything. The entire new player experience on display. The Legend of Clutch Bucket returns. Oh my god. Okay. We win this raid. 100%. 1,000,000,000% we win this raid. We have the Rock Smasher. We win this raid. 1,000,000% chance now. Please tell me he clicked Rock Smash. Please tell me. Please tell me he clicked it. Let's see. Okay. Wait, no, he's actually better. He's learning. Superpower. Wait, that damage was sick. He did 6.5%. The Legend of Clutch Bucket continues. Okay. We go... I messed up this fight as well. I should have put Covert Mantle on my Murkrow. My Tailwind Murkrow. It actually... Yeah, I fucked up. I messed up this fight. That was my bad. Next, that was a mistake on my end. Let me go. We have no Tailwind up. With no Tailwind up, I kind of just want to go Mienshao, but I don't know if that's Troll. What is Darm's 95? I might just go Darm. I assume we're going Whimsicott to try to set up Tailwind. Yep. This guy had Tailwind in the back, which was smart. This guy had Inner Focus. Inner Focus Crobat is smart against this raid to try to get up Tailwind. That's actually really smart. Inner Focus Crobat's fantastic here. That's so smart. Whimsicott got the Tailwind off because he's Giga Chad. Remembered to grab that. Oh, no. Wait, okay. What happens here? Okay. We damage it. We do Superpower. Huge. 7.4 max damage. Let's see. Joe Flacco goes down. Rest in peace. Bring in Lamar next. Okay, let's see. Rock Smash is back in business. The Rock Smash returns. Oh, I'm dead. All right, I think we lost again, boys. We tried our best. Once again, a good fight, a good team. I think I made the biggest mistake out of anybody by putting Covert Mantle on my Darmanitan as opposed to my lead Murkrow. So, like, honestly, that's my bad. I think we just queue up again, try again, see how it goes. Okay, this is attempt number 3 for Purugly, and we run into the same problem. It's no one's fault. Everyone's in the right here, like, as players. It's honestly a problem that needs to be fixed via, like, PokeMMO's raid queue system. We all led with Tailwind Pokemon. So we all now have 4 Tailwind Mons, and that's just not what we need in a raid. I might even go, like, put my Murkrow away. The problem is I don't really have another Mon to bring in. I don't have that many Pokemon on this account, obviously, right? But I'm trying to think, like, I don't have another Mon to bring in. But we just don't need this many utility Pokemon. We don't need this many Tailwinders. And I feel like it's one of the biggest... It's not any Pokemon player's fault, but it's a difficult problem with the system of solo queuing. You want to bring your support Pokemon, and then everybody leads it, and then you can't, it just kind of hurts it. But what do you do? Do you risk not having Tailwind? Because otherwise you just lose the raid on the spot, right? It's tough. Okay, if we lose this raid, I have a strategy for next one. I think I'm going to lead Darmanitan and just assume someone else leads with Tailwind, which I feel like we've consistently done. So I'll lead Darmanitan. I'm having trouble getting my superpower off. Like, Darmanitan always is, for some reason, the fastest Mon on the field whenever I bring it out, which I'm shocked by because it's only 95 base stat speed, and he's like some of my best damage on my team. So if he's not getting his attack off, if he's getting targeted for the fake out, which targets the fastest Mon, that's really bad. I'm missing out on a ton of damage. So what I'd rather do is lead Darmanitan, and I can save my Murkrow in the back for Haze later in the fight. because Purugly does get like stat boosted throughout the fight. Well, now it doesn't have anything actually. I think we just hazed, to be fair, is the meme. I think Crobat, yeah, Crobat just hazed. Okay, so I might save my Murkrow next fight if we lose. We'll see if we can beat this though. It's looking really close. I only have 2 Mons left though. I feel like this is probably Jover. Wait, this is gonna be really close. This is winnable. 15% poison chip was actually really relevant. 15% HP. I can come in and do about 5 to 6% with overheat Chandelure. Do we have 4th Mons left? Hit him with the Rock Smash. A Rock Smash would go crazy right now. This is gonna be close. This is gonna be close. I'm gonna overheat. Crobat is so good in this fight, dude. Rocky Helmet, this is giga. Crobat, I cannot recommend enough. If you're solo queuing Purugly, use Crobat. Crobat with inner focus. It's always gonna be the fastest Mon. It's always gonna bait the damage. That's it. This was one of the hardest solo queue raids, man. I'm honestly shocked. No, it's 0.3. It's 0.3%. We didn't win. We didn't win. It's like 1 HP. It's 0.3. It's 0.3. It's 0.3. Come on. The Rocky Helmet chip from Crobat delivers the final hit, dude. Dude. The Crobats on our team carried. Rocky Helmet Crobat with inner focus to like always bait the thing, the fake out, and then to always dodge it with inner focus. Oh my goodness, that was, dude. The inner focus Crobats carried that fight. That was so good, dude. That is 2 raids completed. I'm gonna start marking off. Well, not quite yet, but dude, that's amazing. I beat 2 raids. I made a full raid team. I solo queued everything. I went through the true new player experience. Obviously, I have my game knowledge. I can't get rid of that out of my brain. I'm sorry. I gathered utility Pokemon. I finished a storyline. Let's go sell off our Surf Ocarina, get back some of our yen, and start getting back up to 1 million Pokeyen. And if we, by the time we get back to 1 million Pokeyen, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I think this challenge is done. I think it's completed. What game knowledge? Okay, true. As soon as I get back to 1 million yen, I think we're done, boys. We've completed the new player from scratch in PokeMMO Challenge within 6 days. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and sell off both my Alpha, Lopunny, and Purugly that I did go ahead and get on this account. The way that I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna look up all of the stats that Lopunny needs, or like this kind of ed group needs, which is all, you know, all the physical attack stats, defenses, and I'm gonna do required IV matches 2. This is how I would personally do it, and then you go over to Lopunny, right? So this is essentially looking for any 2x31 Lopunny with similar stats. It's also, most of them are male, which is interesting. It seems like people actually want female on Lopunny a little bit. I'm gonna go 99k. So 99k would actually be the cheapest one out of those ones available. So I mean, 100k for doing that raid, like, it took a few attempts, but like hyper worth it, you know, hyper worth it. Also, a lot of my items are over here, so I did end up selling off a lot more of my items than I expected, including my choice specs, my Rocky Helmet. I think it's just worth it to go ahead and get those. I'm never going to be on this account again for a long time, and I think it's realistic of what a new player might do, and just getting your Pokeyen back and seeing how much yen we can end with on this challenge is very cool in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and sell those off. Next up is the Purugly. Let's go sell this off as well. We only did 2 of the raids. We arguably could do more. I could not do Grumpit with my current team though. I don't think. Because I'm mostly fighting types, you know? And that's the hardest part, is you have to create so many raid Pokemon as a new player. Even though this was just like a, you know, beginner from scratch, like new player guide, I would never, someone was asking if I was going to complete all the raids, and I was like, bro, hell no. I think you could complete a few raids as a new player during an event. If anybody out there could create a new account during an event and make all of the raid Pokemon needed from scratch to do all 12, all 13 raids, I would be vehemently impressed. I don't think I could even do that. But there are people, obviously many people who are better than me, right? But like that's crazy. That would be like really impressive to me. I will not personally be attempting that, nor would I expect that from the average player, which is what this guide is supposed to show, that the average player can achieve these things. Alrighty, fellas, back to Abundant Shrine we go to make more Pokeyen while we wait for our things to sell. I'm going to try to get back up to 1 million Pokeyen cash before we call this challenge complete. Dude, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, this has gotten Abundant Shrine, I feel so hard for anybody who is trying to grind this. We already had a lever. It's wave 2. I tried to talk to Surge Mac and he would not Healing Wind. Not to call people out like by name, but like, yeah, both people died. This is a lost run. I don't know what's going on, but the players that were getting in Abundant Shrine, I had a really good day 1 solo queue of this. The further we've gone into the event, the player quality has dropped dramatically. I don't know what happened, but as the longer the events, I think it's because the players that I assume played the event and gotten good at whatever, like, are just finished their goals, they're done, they're moving on. And now it's like players who were too scared to try it or test it early on, now they're testing it before the event's gone, would be my guess, which is totally okay. Everybody has to learn. I'm not trying to fault new players for, like, mistakes in battle happen. It's no big deal. A good example is like, me and an Arbok or whatever, right? He used Seed Bomb into Tynamo Ekans, right? And obviously you should just Poison Jab there, but I was like, hey man, like, for the future, like, I'm sorry to backseat, but for the future, it's better to Poison Jab there. And then in the next few fights, I noticed that he started Poison Jabbing. Really, that's an easy fix. Our Seviper player in the previous, but like, because he made that small mistake, I got hit by a, honestly, I'm down for the teleport to start. Because of that small mistake, I got hit by a Paralyze from a Spark on the Tynamo, took a lot of damage, got my Melodic paralyzed, and I was trying to get the Seviper to Healing Wind me, but he wouldn't do it. And then on the way to the shrine, I'm now down to 40% HP because of one mistake that snowballed into a Paralyze and damage, and then also snowballed into a teammate not communicating and not Healing Winding. If you are doing this event and you don't have link chat open, or you're not checking what your team needs, you are being grossly negligent. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to learn. Like a good example is obviously this Seviper shouldn't be flamethrowing here, but it might just one shot. It might not matter. He probably should be. What's the other move? Does he even have a poison? Maybe it's fine. Yeah. So Seviper flamethrowing there. What's the other moves it has? Maybe I'm mistaken. Him flamethrowing here instead of sludge bombing now costs him damage for like. And I think there's a lot of players probably just don't know about stab, which is okay. But mistakes like that are okay. Mistakes like this are a good example of an okay mistake. Mistakes where you're not communicating and you're not paying attention and you're being negligent to your team, that's when it becomes like, there's no excuse for that. There's no excuse for not checking chat. There's no excuse for not being observant, not seeing what's happening, not seeing what your team needs, right? Similarly with raids, right? There's not really an excuse. If you're showing up with un-EV trained Pokemon, that is gross negligence. You failed on basic preparation. If you misclick a move or forget an item or make a mistake in the raid, that's okay. Mistakes are going to happen. Be patient and be kind to players. If you are a kind of person who attacks someone for making that kind of mistake, that's where that's disgusting behavior, right? Seviper one-shots most wave 1s with Flamethrower. Well, he didn't there, right? And why would you not just use Stab when you could, right? There's no reason to click. It is a mistake. But that's a small one. I don't want to focus on the small ones. Be understanding of small mistakes when they happen. And then also, don't be that person who is grossly negligent. Be kind and talk about it. That's it. Yes. And even if someone is grossly negligent, you can always bring that up, right? It just depends, right? So I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna scald what moves does he have? Let's actually double check. So I probably should Ice Beam. You want to check like this. Don't be this guy. Here, I'll show you. Don't be this guy who is spamming Trash Party ? Right? This is toxic. Never handle it this way. That's not the correct way to handle it. There's a balance between being a good teammate and being prepared. As well as like not being toxic and stuff like that. He's gonna Sludge Bomb here. I'm going to Ice Beam over in the Dratini slot because I can deal with that, where it's harder for him to deal with that. You want to make sure you can, like, I could Scald here as Melodic into the Charmander. Think about what your teammate needs in these little fights, right? I know that my teammate can't really deal with the Dratini very well with based on the moves he has, right? But I can deal with both, right? So we deal with the one that it's more difficult for him. We already have a lever, a lot of toxicity and rough teammates during this late Abundant Shrine. I'm not gonna lie, this is tough. I didn't know it would be this rough. I can't recommend people enough to queue for Abundant Shrine early on in the event. I don't know why it happens, but later on, Abundant Shrine is much more painful. I don't know what's happened. I'm tilting a little bit. This is the true new player experience. I just had my Steelix drill run a Spearow, and it told them, hey, this is a ground type move. It doesn't hit flying types. Keck W. And then next turn, he proceeded to drill run the Rufflet. Once again, it is okay to be a new player and to make mistakes. This is levels of gross negligence that should like not be possible. It is okay to make mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. That's all I ask. I have the best news, boys. The Surf Ocarina sold. All the items sold. This probably means we have 1 million Pokeyen, and probably means that after this run, I can stop grinding Abundant Shrine. I'm sorry I'm complaining about it so much, but I really don't know what happened. Over the course of a few days, Abundant Shrine went from a fun, strategic, chill thing into League of Legends, where you're getting trolls on your teams who have no idea what they're doing, which is, you know, mistakes happen, but it's pretty severe mistakes. Or you're getting people who are really toxic to those players, instead of saying like, hey man, like maybe next fight, like do this, apologies for backseating, yada yada yada. So it's gotten rough. It's gotten rough is what I can say. Some might even say it's gotten rough lit. Okay, that is my second Abundant Shrine done for the day, and I'm so excited to leave. We were just talking about, I wonder if the reason solo queue is so bad right now for Abundant Shrine is because I got 20 reds for that. Nice. Is because everyone, I can't encourage people enough to, if you have a good Abundant Shrine run, add people and join up with them in a link and try to carry that, you know, snowball that forward. Whenever you find another good player, add them to the link, start getting like a little crew together, add people as friends, make friends from playing Abundant Shrine. And I wonder if all the better players have like formed into links as the event's gone on, and now it's just the solo queuers are just people who are trying their best, you know. But it's rough, man. I apologize for complaining so much, but man, has late event Abundant Shrine and like late event raids shown me the true new player experience. That was rough, and you have to just do what's in your control. You never should attack those players or flame those players. It's okay to be if you want to redirect players, you have to be very, very polite. I always start off with a, hey, I don't mean to backseat, and I'm sorry if it comes off like that. You know, stab, blah, blah, blah is better here, you know, for fights. Maybe I'm saying phrases like, maybe I'm mistaken, maybe I'm wrong. Always have humility when it comes to redirecting players and being open to you being wrong, or because it helps them take the feedback much better. But I'm going to go ahead and finally click this button. You know what? Let's check our hours played before we do that really quick. 6 days ago, I decided to create a new account called Lunar New Year Andy and try to play as a new player within PokeMMO from scratch during event season and during a Lunar New Year event. I have since played 37 hours on the account, which equates to 37 divided by 6, about 6 hours a day, which is a lot, and I wouldn't expect the average player to do, but I also think it's doable if you're serious about the game. But if you crack that back to 12 days, which is still within the time frame of an event, play 3 hours a day, that's much more reasonable in my opinion. And we made all this progress. You also don't have to make all this progress if that's what you're trying to make a new, you don't have to do all this. We made, however, by collecting our GTL stack, over 1 million Pokeyen was made. A full raid team was created, as well as us completing 2 of the raids, which I wouldn't even expect a new player doing a similar challenge to be able to do. We also got some utility Pokemon. My Chandelure, my Breloom, and my Tropius, all counting as utility Pokemon, and arguably my Darmanitan being like just a high level, level 95 now, high level PVM Pokemon. That is completed. We wanted to do 1 to 2 storylines. We ended up completing. We did 1 storyline. We finished Unova, giving us max obedience level 100 and allowing us to XP train, EV train, and grind other things, and eventually do Jimmy runs and Trinity runs if we so want to. Next up, a few vanities for fun. I have the flower crown, but you know what? Let's grab a few more things. I also want some candy corn shoes because there's not that many shoe vanities. That's kind of cool. And then I have about 140k or so left to spend How much is the snowboarder scarf? I like this one. Does that intervene with anything? I don't think so. Let's grab those. We got ourselves some fun vanities, if you ask me, fellas. I think that goal has been achieved. Maybe we'll buy a few more. And then beat 1 raid, we beat 2 raids. We did so much more than was ever expected on this account. We went further. We got more gained, more progress. And it's never been a better time than ever to be a new player within PokeMMO. There are some frustrations. There are some irritations, some tough times with teammates, some learning pains on your own. Everybody makes mistakes. And you have to just remain patient and kind to those who do and learn to grow alongside them. And I hope we can all do that and keep improving as a PokeMMO community, because I do think that this year was better than ever. I do think that compared to last year's and previous years, I think that the community has been kinder, more patient, more talented, more skilled. Everything is getting better in almost every way. And I'm really, really proud to be a part of this community. I'm really proud to be alongside you guys. I'm really honored that you guys would watch a challenge like this and have fun with me, hopefully grind alongside me and get your own progress. And I hope to see you guys in the next event in PokeMMO, most likely in October. Not only is this the end of the challenge, this is also the end of the Lunar New Year event, and it is also the end of event season, which has been a long time coming. It's been about 8 months or so. Official Shiny Wars started in July of 2024, and it's been full throttle on the gas pedal ever since. I'm excited to see what challenges come after this. I'm excited to see what goals and achievements and what's next for PokeMMO. But like always, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like the video and the series if you did. Subscribe for daily PokeMMO videos. I do upload videos every single day. Follow the Twitch for streams Monday through Thursday, but I'm sure I'll be taking a break after this challenge. And if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, and PayPal and Venmo donations do go an extremely long way. I am now going to spend my 1 million Pokeyen on whatever lucky red envelopes I can afford, which is not that many. And I'm not going to gamble them. I'm not going to do the risky play, you know, because I want to encourage good habits. I want to show people that you can build PokeMMO wealth and progress, or whatever you want to do. You can do the goals you want to. I'm going to buy these lucky reds, and I'm going to sit on them. I bought 24 of them for about 47k a piece. 48k maybe. I'm curious to see in about 6 to 12 months time how these do on an alt account as these sit here. But now it's time to log out, and I'll see you guys later. Peace, Reno. Hey, thank you so very much for watching until the very end of the video. That means the world to me. And if your name is listed here, you're the reason I'm able to do this in the first place by going above and beyond and supporting the channel via YouTube memberships and Twitch Primes. Thank you so much. Have a great day.